Hey guys, welcome to this recording. Today we have something a bit different. I have my Android tablet hooked up to my computer. I'm recording. Today we're going to be playing emulated games. Yes. Let me just burp for a second. So I've been really into emulation recently. And I've been using this Android tablet I have to emulate some games. Excuse me. Yeah. But today we're going to be emulating the 3DS. So here are the games I currently have on. Did you know they have Minecraft on the 3DS? Isn't that so interesting? I'm never gonna fucking play it, but I have it. So today we're gonna be playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. So there's another Animal Crossing video on this channel, I think, that was on New Horizons. That was also on an emulator, that time on my computer. So I thought, well, I don't know. This isn't really planned. I just kind of wanted to record. So I have it emulating, and I tried two Animal Crossing games. I tried the one on the DS, which is called Wild World, and then I tried this one. Basically, I was on the 3D on the DS version because everyone was talking about how like it has the best dialogue in the series. You know, the old Animal Crossings were way quirkier. Um, so I was playing through it a little bit, and I was like, it's all right. It's a good game. It's right. The dialogue is way more interesting. Characters are, they have a bit more tooth, more thought in them. Um, but then I was playing through it and something was just missing for me. Something wasn't like fully there, wasn't clicking. I realized it was Isabel, man. Oh man, this the um. Please remember to save no new game. Okay. Oh, I haven't saved. Sorry, my bad. So it was Isabel, and I think at least. Because when I opened this game and then I saw her pop up because she's the thing that you see when you start up the game. I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't remember, but that's probably what was, missing a little bit. Also, there will be a bit, it might not look very good. And there will be a couple stutters, but it is what it is. Isn't this amazing? I have a console running on my computer. I mean, on my Android, and now it's on my computer. I'm recording it. So this is a fresh, very fresh save. Retail. Get extra bells today if you are selling the following. Or okay, wonderful. So these guys are like the kind of Tom Nook store. I think that's in Horizons. But before that used to be this store. Actually, I don't remember the characters in this store, but I do like them. They are llamas. Let them be llamas, let me be right. I think it's a wife and a husband. There it is. Timmy, Miss Reese, ma'am, I have something I'd like to sell. Oh, hello, Timmy. What did you bring for me today? I have a tape deck I'd like you to look at. Okay, I can take it off your hands for 175 bells. That's the money, bruh. Which would you like? Nah, the amount is completely fine. I'd much rather sell it outright. It's just something a customer brought into our shop. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Okay, understood. Why is her voice like that? Why am I doing that voice for her? I'm sorry. Oh my god, look at these guys! They're cute little arms. So cute, cute game. So this is where you sell shit in the game. So instead of being selling it to Tom Nook. Hello, we haven't met yet, yes. No, we haven't. My name is Timmy. My brother and I run the shop in the shopping district called Nooking Junction. If you have time, stop by our shop sometimes. I'm pleased to have made your acquaintance. Good to meet ya. To meet you too, man. That's Timmy. Timmy and Tom. There's two of them now. Or I think there was two of them in a couple of the other games. Sorry I've kept you waiting. Welcome to Recycle Shop. Retail, get it? Because she has a tail. Does she not have a tail? Do llamas have tails? I don't know that. Oh my god, would you happen to be the me mayor? Yes, that's me. I'm so happy you decided to stop by our humble little shop. What an honor. Yes. Shop by the furniture we saw. Thank you. Hi, this is the board for the shop. I saw your press by. Here, feel for no need, please from Shemper. Okay. Thank you, Reese. So I know the funny thing about this place in the game is you're not supposed to talk to her husband. Because this is what happens, guys. This is what happens when you disturb a tired, sleeping man. My darling is extremely tired from his working all night, so please let him get some sleep. Okay. Is that fair? Fair? Valid crash out? This is where you saw shit. I don't have anything on me, as you can see. But we will. Yeah, of course. I gotta check if my bindings are working properly. So I have noticed I can't pick shit up. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry, a little bit of an intermission. My controller stopped working. So that's the thing about these emulators, is they're not always complete, 100%, always working all the time. It's an emulator. So of course, there will be some issues. But I think I fixed it now, by going into the settings. I was really intimidated by emulation at the start. I think that's what put me off it for a long time, because there are a lot of retro games that I want to play. Yeah, it was like sort of a dark magic to me, but then I realized I was just ignorant. Because it's really easy. I tend to do that thing where like, I guess all people do it. I think it's just like a natural human instinct. But I'm just really resistant to fucking changing, man. Like, I don't know. It's like a disease, like an allergy. I'd rather sit here and deal with like inconvenience for the rest of my life than fucking, actually make a change. That's fucked up. Anyway, hello there, welcome. Yes, so I'm gonna sell all my apples to Reese. I actually like the fact that we got apples. There are a lot of things you can get in the game. Looks like my D-pad stopped working. And one of them, those still work. Sorry. Just checking buttons. And one of them is apples, and I like the apples. I think people like cherry, is what people look for. But I don't know. Something about the Animal Crossing apple that is just so fucking adorable, man. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Like, why are there two colors to this apple? That's so cute. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and sell them. If, and there might be some fucking something real to this, but if what do you call them, Nintendo ever makes, all right, like an Animal Crossing, $1,400, that sounds like a deal. Thank you, Reese Witherspoon. Okay, wonderful. So bye-bye. The fuck was I saying? Sorry, Reese distracted the fuck out of me. Oh, I was saying, sorry, excuse me. I was saying probably something good idea, I think. Oh look, it's a tree I planted. So when you become the mayor, you get to plant a tree. Like this one. So I planted that tree. As a sign. So yes, a sign for my beginning as the mayor. And look at my outfit, by the way. Oh my god. All those the socks and the shoes. Plus that yellow and blue. It's a crazy look. I wish I could dress like that, but I do not have the confidence. There's a little apple hiding here. Yeah, my $1 million idea I keep talking about but not getting to. Oh, roses too. That's nice. I like roses. White roses. Oh, things I was getting at is Animal Crossing. I could make like a. Oh, is this my money tree? It doesn't seem to be. Animal Crossing, they can make a spin-off with Pokemon. Eh? I was just thinking, like, if there was anything that would get me to be playing Pokemon ever, and I think that's my answer. If they did a little bit of a collab, and not like you're gonna be catching villagers instead of Pokemon, like one of those weird crossovers. Nothing like that. I was just meaning in a certain way of if they made Pokemon on the Animal Crossing engine, I would be happy. I would love that. That'd be so cute. Like imagine this perspective, the movement. and all that stuff. Imagine that, but in a Pokemon format. Like it's more like applying Pokemon mechanics to Animal Crossing. I don't know what I'm saying. This is the other villager. I have Grizzly. Two plants here. Beautiful. I got blindsided by emotion. Yes, Grizzly. Make this sound a great one. Yes. You remind me of someone I know in real life. He just walks away awkwardly. I would too. I think anyone would. I got a bunch of low tier villagers, so I'm sure you guys have seen like the memes of this game where like people who play Animal Crossing they practice what's the word? Like fucking just eugenics basically, or a form of it, with the way that people like to really pluck out ugly villagers, and they have like all these opinions about how cute a villager is, how desirable, I guess the most accurate word would be desirable, how desirable the villager is. You know how there's a bunch of like these community conceptions about those things. And well, most of the time they are pretty accurate. I mean, I relate to what they're experiencing at least, or what they're saying. But sometimes it is not accurate. What I mean by that is I have my own opinions. And Grizzly is one of those villagers that people say is like an ugly villager. I guess because he's a bear. And he has that like face and everything. And oh my god, this guy is another quote unquote ugly villager. And oh my god, I'm sorry, Boone. Here, I'm Boone. We're gonna be big fans of each other here. So that tree you planted. When I saw you performing that ceremony as night, I thought of this lady bro who's in charge. I was in good head, lady bro. We're gonna stand strongly, stand around. Okay, so he's one of the fitness villagers. That makes sense for his character, but it's a terrifying design. I'm sorry, man. I mean, I sort of get it. He just looks wrong. You know, the skin color doesn't help. Like, why does he have that color? It looks like he has a tiny nub on the top of his head, and that's like his hair. I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's good. Objectively, that's not as bad as Grizzly, right? Anyway, I think my whole point here was I got relatively ugly villagers this time around. Ava! Except for Ava. I mean, I love Ava. She was my first villager on this game. When I played it way back when. By way back when, I meant 2019. Did you bring something I should sell? Yeah, I did actually, Ava. I brought a bunch of apples. I always see Ava here, so it's nice that I got Ava. She was one of the villagers that was in my very first ever Animal Crossing world, which was on the 3DS, which is where I learned how to play the game. Oh my god, did you see that thing that she just did? So we're gonna sell everything, because, well, I don't know. Hey, I'll start punching numbers right away. Well then. 1,300 bells. Deal, man. So you're not actually supposed to pick up flowers, I don't think. You're supposed to water them. But you know, that's a reductive way of thinking. The entire point of games like this is you can just do whatever you want to do, man. It's the worst pitch ever. You can... the thing I've been enjoying about these emulated games is there's like this timeline in video game production that is like the iPhone timeline. What am I saying? Okay, you know how like tech used to be kind of interesting, or there's this idea going around when you look at old tech products, like, you know, they had actual design decisions where the designer was able to really make a real choice about the aesthetic experience of their product. Like if you look at Sony, the conceptual artists, or just all the artists really, they like, if you look at the advertisement and the product design and everything, it was really interesting and really dynamic and based on different principles, and products felt really distinct. Like, you know, if you bought an Xbox, like, you know, it's an Xbox that's like this cool 2000-ish like thick design, and then PS3 is like slick and fucking Japanese, I guess. If you uh, mildly controversial way of saying it. But yeah, so design was that wild um, and interesting back then. And then there's like an iPhone, the iPhone event. There's a bit of pop in, I must admit. Did my game crash? Oh, okay. Thank God. So there is a bit of pop in. Yeah, so there was this iPhoneification of all technology when Apple came out and the iPhone just like took over the world. Basically all OS, I think, soon toppled over. Or they were all just following that fucking 2000 mid 2010s just like tech look, you know, of like minimalism, simplifying everything, like all of the fucking just everything, all tech has been simplified into Apple format. I think is actually the best way of putting it. And there was that event for video games, and that was Ubisoft, I think, or like the invention of the Ubisoft game. Welcome, welcome, come in. What's this? Could it be this is your first time in a humble establishment? Oh, you've already met my brother Timmy. Treat us both kindly, please do. Our furniture, daily living. So cute. So yeah, so there's a point in time post Ubisoft where video games. By the way, you know, if they're gonna give you cookies, they choose it. I'm good. Thank you. Tommy. Tom Nook in the Tom Nook. Oh, Tom Nook is the guy now that has the houses. He does the house thing. I was about to say they like. I was playing the original Wild World version of this game, and the Tom that you deal with, Tommy. By the way, you use Evan? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Tommy, fuck off. So instead of Tommy and Timmy, you just had Tom Nook, and instead of like a business, he was just one guy in a dingy shop, and now he's like the homeowner. He's like the happy home guy, or the Nook's homes. That's funny. They kind of softened because he was kind of a penny pincher in the original game. They kind of softened him by replacing him with a child. So at least this time, like the ruthless capitalist is a child. Anyway, what am I saying? What the fuck? What tangent am I fucking on, man? What kind of faucet is? I have to take the museum exam right away. Yes, I would love to. What the fuck am I saying? Anyway, there's a point in time post the Ubisoft game, right? Where video games homogenized into Ubisoft slush. And everyone fucking did it. Like literally everyone. I don't know why. I think Nintendo probably one of the only ones who like retained themselves, but they still were hit with that minimalism bug. But you know, in terms of OS and everything, Nintendo stayed like true to its sort of Wii look, the look of the Wii, you know. But yeah, everything else just kind of fell down that Ubisoft rabbit hole in terms of gameplay. There you go. That was my point. The gameplay loops of all video games, they just tried to access that sort of really addictive open world loop that everyone was doing. And so you have these games where it literally tries to have every single mechanic a person would desire to exist on a video game. Does that make sense? Like it has like pretty much anything you could ever think of you can do in the game. Because the point of the game is retention. It's like it's audience retention. How many people, concurrent players can you have at one time? And then yeah, so what happens is they all follow a certain formula. Who lives here? Oh, this is Becky's house. I haven't actually seen Becky. Why is Becky all the way up here? She's like the Grinch. Let's just talk to Becky first, guys. Actually, let me finish my point. So, the whole point is, all these games wanted to be like the Ubisoft games. And sort of there's like this old novelty charm to old games where like they really just focused on one thing and doing that one thing, like that one artist direction. And Animal Crossing is one of those games from that period where it because it did like something so odd and like really switched up the genre, I think. It created its own sort of thing, its own language, in terms of the gameplay loop. Because Animal Crossing is it's different, man. It's just trains your brain in a different way, I think. I think it's a good way because it's a little bit archaic, or at least it feels that way. But really, the fuck, that was fucking stupid. The thing when they talk about old video games, this is what I noticed with all the emulation I've been doing, and then people like opinion people are like, "Hey man, that game's really fucking archaic because it's like retro and was made like before all of these developments." And oh my god, who the fuck is this? We have two chickens. Oh, there it is. Hi, Becky. Hey, Chiclet. So, what do you want to do, guys? I want to talk to you, Becky. What do you think of our town so far, Mayor? It's nice, right? I really gotta live where I live and after I have chatting and all this, and you know, so yeah. So these days, let's catch this fucking fish. Oh, yes, finally. What do you think I got, guys? What do you think I got? It is a fucking carp, man. That's fucking great. So these days, people will say like, "Oh, fuck, I'm so sleepy, man." People will say like, "Hey, you should play this version of that game, this version of that game," because that version, man, that's like an old version. It doesn't have all the modern sensibilities, or it's not modernized. And sometimes that term can work. Like for example, like if a game only works with like a certain really specific number of drivers or kind of driver, graphics driver, then yeah, you know, that's a good modernization as to make it compatible with modern drivers. But some of the things that people say are like modern in game, they're not necessarily like real steps forward. Or at least they're not natural. They're not like a standard. The standard is defined by what modern games have turned into, which yeah, are these attention-seeking, uh, retention sort of monsters that like just want you to keep playing forever and ever and ever. So that is what people are terming to be modern gaming, and because of the term modern, they put it above retro gaming in a strange way, wherein it's like one is the evolution and one is the devolution, right? But really, the modern quote unquote evolutions aren't really all the time necessarily. Wow, I just said like three fucking adjectives. They're not they're not always the best route all the time. They were a design decision, right? And everything is a design decision. So for example, the way that Animal Crossing on the 3DS, I don't know, on the Switch, it doesn't have an autosave feature. Um, you have to leave the game to save it. That people might say like because fucking autosaves are like a modern video gaming feature. Every game has an autosave these days. So people might say like the fact that the game still has this manual save system and it's a bit rigid. People might say like, "Hey man, that's fucking stupid." That's like a non-modern feature of the game, but really it's a design decision, right? Um, keep fucking talking, man. I guess that's the point of this video though. 900 bells. Alright, deal, man, deal. Get that shit. That wasn't the point. What was my point? Fuck me, man. This is so hard to do. My brain is just not built for this. I have too many opinions. Uh, these are design decisions, and you can really see in old games like people were freer to make their silly design decisions. Um, and really sometimes they're just these inconveniences to the player. But like the challenge of it, or how much it refuses to conform to like your needs, your individual needs, it kind of makes it a more engaging plaything in my head, right? Like for example, like it's like a Rubik's cube. When you get a Rubik's cube, it's like there's only one way this thing is gonna go. and it has these rigid mechanics. And if you're not like about it, if you don't have the feel for it, you put it down, you know. But if it becomes your thing, it's like, whoa, man, Rubik's Cube is like this tactile fucking thing in your hands, and it goes, and then it goes, oh my god, dopamine. Like you, right. Like there's a lot of potential. It's like, whoa, wow, yeah, it's like tactile and shit. And that's because it's like a rigid shape. Like it kind of enforces a way of existing. Um, and it's engaging that way, in my opinion. Because then it becomes this real thing you're engaging with that isn't perfect, you know? Because now people are selling these games that aren't like Rubik's Cubes. They're more like fucking, I don't know what's a good analogy. They're just like these kind of like a casino. It's like a big casino is what modern games are. Anyway, we're going to go into the fucking museum. I keep cursing. I shouldn't be cursing that much. I love this character. He's the only character that's awake at night. So obviously, um, it's nice to talk to him. Or I've been able to talk to him a lot. His name is Hooters? No, sorry, Hooters. Wow, that's a mistake. This is Blathers. Yes, Blathers. Okay. Hello, Blathers. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm a bit of a night owl, drowsy in the daytime, you see. Welcome to the Ham Museum. Ooh. Are you our new mayor? I'm Blathers, the director of this museum. It is an honor entirely to make your acquaintance. Our museum exhibits the very best in archaeology, the natural sciences, the art, fine and otherwise. Whew. There I go again. You'll find that each time I open my beak, 10 words fall out when 2 will do. I do apologize, I've been trying to get better, but when I have that thought that takes flight, never mind. Let me start over with who? Few words. This museum exhibits insects, fish, assessed fossils, and artwork. The reason? To make ham as great as it can be. Oh, that fucking smile! You're currently exhibiting nothing. Oh, brothers. It's that embarrassing, but perhaps you can help. Hootie hootie, you can. Press to find a museum would be entirely grateful. Yeah, of course. So yeah, that's the mechanic in this game. You build up your museum. Isn't that fucking it's wonderful, man? You fucking a museum? Come on. So you can give the individual items alone. If you want him to like talk about it. So like for example, you give this item the pond smelt, and he's like, "Ooh, a pond smelt is it? The pond smelt reminds me of a time when I was still in my baby feathers. Ah, I beg your pardon. I was about to go on a tangent here. Good here. Display later in the description, so please come back to me anytime you like. Thank you very much." Oh my god. So he doesn't explain. I think he explains more in New Horizon. That's interesting. I actually like the fact that it's just character tidbits this time. It's all a carp. So you don't get any money for this. Ooh. A Crucian carp is it? Crucian carp. Oh, okay. So I think maybe that's only a thing that happens in New Horizons. Or maybe it's only a thing that happens with fossils. Let's test that out. Okay, that's the wrong button. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we must assess these fossils. Hope you guys can see why I like this guy so much. He's such a fucking cutie pie, man. So we got 3 fossils. So that's one of the game mechanics in this game is you fill up a fucking museum. Isn't that like the most wonderful thing in the world? Oh, more than one I see. Let's take a closer look. Oh, all of these are rare fossils, not yet found in this collection. What a surprise! You have a knack of finding fossils, don't you? You can see those. Yeah, okay. Oh shit, sorry. So, early game, you're gonna want to, build your museum, or at least I like to build it. You don't have to, right? Raptor, Apatow. Oh, sorry. Make a donation. Yeah, so I really like this guy. He's a bit of a scatterbrain. Hoot hoot. Several things I see. Let's take a look, shall we? Yes. Of course. I'm good. Bye-bye. So yeah, it because the game goals are so obtuse, right? Like back to the Rubik's Cube thing. Like solving a Rubik's Cube, it's such an abstract set of things. It's just like the dopamine for it comes from genuinely enjoying that shit, you know? And donating to a museum is like, oh my god, are they dating? No, don't make these assumptions. Gosh, I'm being a little gossip. Um, changes your brain to chase a goal that isn't so basic. 'Cause, you know, like in modern gaming, basically, the only objective is to make the number go big. Uh, Granted, there's an element of that in probably all things, because, you know, math is like fucking math, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, man. Um, but in the context of the video games, it doesn't always have to be number go up. It can be like, ooh, collection. That is number go up. What am I saying? My whole argument is moot. You guys get what I mean. Animal Crossing, you can feel accomplished for many things that are kind of abstract and sort of Rubik's Cubey. Oh my god, my fucking reaction times are so bad. Yeah, so generally you're gonna want to sell everything, pay back your fucking loan. Yeah, I don't know. That was a lot of points, but I don't remember fucking any of them. I'm being honest. Basically, the more limited you make something or you make some, yeah, the more you're actually in it. You know what I mean? Look at this motherfucker. What are you guys doing? Are you burying like a body? They're so cute. They're actually a really cute couple. But yeah, like that. Like, what the fuck? That's not like a normal modern, quote unquote, modern video gaming thing. It's like weird. Like, why? Like, I'm fucking gossiping on a chicken and a bear, the animal villagers in my animal kingdom, bro. Like, that's wild. That's like not, you know? And yeah, I think this is way better for your brain than like, oh, I'm powerful. I shoot that person and they are dead. You know what I mean? And that's most of the games you end up playing as a boy. Yeah, I don't think, and I think Roblox is a modern example of that. It's just this, just fucking brain rot, man. It's just, it'll ruin you, man. I swear. Like, I think it's a really good option if you ever have children, which I probably won't. When you have, when they want to play video games, you give them like a Nintendo system, bruh. Because this shit is actually, I'm learning things about myself and I'm contemplating on the abstract things that make me happy. You know what I mean? And playing the game sort of brings you there, I guess. It invites you to work on this sort of strange set of rules. I don't know, it's just makes me feel better about myself, I guess, when I play games like this. Oh shit! Flowers. Okay. This is my big ball. It's really big. I'm trying to see what the limit is. Might not be a limit. You know, see it rolling through the river. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. I think that'll be probably it for this video. Yeah, I've been emulating a lot. I haven't really talked about myself. Yeah, hope you guys are alright. I'm gonna emulate. I'm gonna keep emulating. I have so many games I wanna play. It's really fucking fun, man. It's really fucking fun. I love these retro games, man. I feel my brain changing. It's good. It's good. So my main thing for this video is like, if you have an archaic piece of software or hardware or whatever, quote unquote archaic, whip it out. See how you like it. Because sometimes, going back to those little things, you know, automation kills you. It's like the death of you, bro. So like the more you have to think actively about the decisions you make on your mobile devices, your tech devices, it actually affects you so deeply. So be into that. Think about it. I'm a fucking loser. I can see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.